Hey guys, this is a Jeep JL Wrangler. The best part about this, they kept it Jeep. And that means that they kept the DNA from Jeep, but made it much better. And some of the great features of the outside, let me tell you about them now. Let's have a walk around this hella yellow Jeep Wrangler JL over here. In this Wrangler, you're going to see a few features. It's going to have the Sahara trim, so you have the silver finish in the front. You're going to have now for the JL, they move the turning signal from the front to the fenders. It has 18-inch rims. It also has a nice tucked-in running board on the side over here. While it has a nice keyless entry also for the JL, where you can unlock it with the button. This one features the optional Freedom hardtop. It also now has a nice little aluminum gas cap in the back. Now also for the JL, new is the park sensors and the backup camera, which is something that everybody's loving nowadays. Now let's go in the interior and talk about that. The interior of the Wrangler with the hardtop is so much quieter than the soft top, and you only need 4 pins in each panel to remove, and it's very lightweight, so you can take them out quite quickly whenever you want to have some fun in the sun. Now, other things I like about the interior in this Wrangler, which is a lot more premium than the last generation JK, is the fact that you have the nice stitching in the dash. The information system for the driver and your instrument cluster has a lot of information you really want to know about, especially with the pitch and roll. It's really fun playing around with that as you're driving around in some kind of fun road, of course, roads out there. The information system with the Android Car and the Apple CarPlay are amazing. They work very precise and they really just mimic your phone nicely. The climate control is very nicely laid out and easy to understand. This Sahara comes with the automatic climate, which is really good because it does just what you want with the temperature. And it has quite a few USB and USB-C ports in the vehicle to be able to connect all your devices nowadays. Other thing that kept it nice and true is going to be your 2-wheel high and 4-wheel high lever, as well as going to 4-low, but it's very bulletproof. It has shift on the fly and it works just fine. So let's take it for a drive and let's talk about what it is to live with a Jeep Wrangler. So let's go on our drive, and you know, the Wrangler is a special vehicle. No matter where you go driving it, it puts a smile on your face all the time. And one of those things that you want to do every time you drive a Wrangler is literally you just want to go off-roading anytime you see anything. So let's go at the little of the beam pass for this little park over here. Now when I talk about the pitch angle in the driver control area, you can see all the little approach angle from the side, from the left, so you really are aware of how far of a degree you are with your Wrangler. So let's go on the road here. And now the ride, it actually doesn't beat you up. It's a nice drive. You can have this as a daily driver and you're more than happy with it. Now, I used to have a 2014 JK, and I'll tell you though that having the Unlimited, it is the best thing that probably Wrangler has done is introduce the Jeep out in the market, because it makes it for a vehicle that you can do everything now. You can take the family, you can take the dog, you can throw a nice little boat out there. I mean, with the JK, the biggest difference between the JK, I want to say it is just all the extra technologies that added to it, like the rear backup camera, the park sense. But the best of what is Wrangler, the DNA of just being that hardcore off-roader right off the box, that hasn't changed. So taking a few rides around here in the area, you're gonna see that you could live with this Wrangler. One of the best things that I like about it also is the fact that turning radius, it is super sharp. It sometimes makes it a great city car because it is not that wide of a vehicle sometimes, and you have great turning radius to go around everything, which is what makes it great for off-roading as well too. Now with this model here with the JL, they actually gave it an 8-speed transmission, so it's better in gas. And how we talked about earlier, this features the 2.0 turbo e-torque, and honestly for a turbo engine, I usually, it's a hit or miss because there's so much turbo lag in some models that you just get upset and annoyed when you hit the gas. But with this e-torque, it really gives the complement of the extra boost when it's trying to get the lag out of the way, and then you just hit it and you go, and you actually feels pretty sporty for a box on wheels. Now, when I used to tow the boat with it, actually, I had a boat that was probably with trailer about 3,000 pounds, and it will pull like a champ. Never had an issue taking it out of the water back in. I never had to use four-wheel high in order to get any skipping. It just worked really nicely. Now with this newer one over here, I haven't done any towing yet, but it has the same numbers of 3,500 pounds, so you can tow a decent amount. I said for most, it's a decent sized boat. I had a 20-foot boat, and it would just do it just fine. Now we're taking it out on the road for a little bit and the higher speeds, and you see that you don't have too much air intrusion compared to the soft top. I had the soft top Wrangler for a few days, and on highway speeds you hear this whistling, you hear the rattling from the plastic in the back is going back and forth, and honestly for an everyday drive it was really annoying. The soft top has more of a love if you are a person that are gonna have the top down all the time, because with the hard top the front panels are very easy to take out and you can easily go and have your fun. But if you want the whole roof off, that really requires having a friend to help you out with the back area. So for that, if you're gonna have the top down all the time, wouldn't recommend it. But with the hard top, if all you care is having a nice breezy day, sunny day when you take the top down, best thing ever. It actually include a nice little bag in the back area that you can just store it, so you have your panels with you all the time. So for some reason it starts raining or you really want to secure it, you can just put the top back on. And that's another great thing, is securing the vehicle. With the hard top, you feel like you can leave it places and you're not afraid of somebody breaking in. I have friends that usually leave their soft top unlocked because they rather than just open up and steal something than break and cut the glass in order to break into the vehicle.